Welcome back, summoners, to the Garena LVL. My name is Vulcan, and with me is Chisto, your shotcasters entering match 2 of game 2. We just came back from game 1, where I would say it's one of TUP's characteristic playstyle. Somehow you get the feeling that you're winning, but then TUP, they just take it away.
Yeah, and that's a really heartbreaking feeling, I should say. Nobody has to ever go through that. Unfortunately for UPD, they weren't able to hold on at the end, even though they were very close knocking down the Nexus. Actually, they were very close. They got one Nexus tower down. Unfortunately for them, TUP just at the right time found the right engagement. They were able to end the game off of that.
And let's check onto the standings. I have something interesting to tell you guys, because after that game, I think we're pretty much secured our top 1 of the LVL scene. This is a great day for Technological Institute of the Philippines, University of the Philippines rather. Monstrum Vel Protégime will be taking away the first seed and will not step down.
Yeah, and that's very well deserved by them. I mean, they have been playing like the top seeds throughout the LVL, so very well deserved top spot secure by TUP.
This is their definitive playstyle where they love to make the enemy feel comfortable. Then I just don't know what happened. I saw your face, you were shocked, and I was shocked too. Just one mistake and then TUP just sweeps it away like it was nothing. All of their mistakes were swept under the rug.
I mean, that's practically what happens when you win the game. All of the mistakes you did won't matter if you take down the Nexus.
Yeah,
right?
True. That is going to be one of the heartbreaking moments for UPD. But still, can they take away a victory from the top 1 seed of the LVL? We'll see in game 2.
Yeah, we have switched sides now, so it's going to be a very tricky drafting phase for UPD. They've opted to battle the Orange, even though they are on blue side, so that's a very interesting choice. And the Zoe as well, both very high priority picks. It looks like UPD doesn't want to play these champions yet, and they have locked in a Jace, I believe?
Yes, that would be a Jace hover, but let's see, could this change the flow of UPD? Without a doubt, UPD has great macro, but when it comes to clutch plays, very pressured moments around the game, I don't know why they tend to get picked off. We did see that in game 1. Solace, the mid laner of UPD, gets picked off when the Baron is up at that time. That is something TUP just saw as a glimmer of hope and just snatched it away.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, that did cost UPD the game. And right now, they are on very strong picks at the moment. Jace for Nono, we've seen him absolutely outplay his laners on this champion. Veer on Sejuani paired with a CC lockdown from the Braum going to Aldo. There's a very strong CC up. As for TUP, opting for the classic style on his champion that can engage Asedia on a top laner that can duel, and late game for Bomb and Na'Vi just acting as the carries for TUP.
This is very exciting. We are seeing UPD, the champions of the LCL from their previous split against TUP, who have lost against UPD during the during one of the crucial moments where TUP could have been champions, and now this is sweet revenge for TUP.
Something very interesting.
What?
It's another Shen support.
It's another Shen support like we saw in game 1.
Yeah, it's another Shen support. So Asedia will be playing the Gnar into known as Jace. Very interesting matchup right there. Very skill-infused matchup, I should say. And Yochan now locking in this Jinx. Gonna try and be the carry that UPD needs if they want to take a win from the top seeds.
This is going to be one of the moments in the LVL that will be written down in the books, because TUP, Technological University of the Philippines, Monstrum Vel Protégime, is without a doubt the strongest teams in the first ever LVL. And now, will they live up to the name and continue it on? We'll see. But for right now, this is one of UPD's last chance to try and take away a victory from TUP, the strongest team entering the LVL, but without a doubt, Oblation Esports will try their best.
Yeah, they will try their best. As we head on to Rift for the 4th game of the day, UPD Oblation Esports on the blue side facing off against TUP Monstrum Vel Prodigium on the red side. Let's go, Vulcan.
Let's go straight to it. This is another exciting game for our viewers out there because UPD is one of the strong teams here. Great macro, but can they live it up? Already a 1v1 here. That's going to be a senior joining in the fight and a flash forced by Veer. What a very unusual event for UPD because that is something that you don't normally see in their playstyle.
Yeah, I think they're going to try and go super aggressive.
They did not expect that, I would say. I mean,
or maybe they did.
If they did, why would they force out a flash? So it's predicted.
Maybe it's planned. The flash is just what you have to do in the greater scheme of things. It's a flow chart.
Well, if you put it that way, then that means Veer's ganks will be a one-way ticket out of there because knowing as Sejuani has one way of engaging, then you will have no escape unless you have your summoners. So I guess this is great for TUP. A good start. Burning the flash of Veer, one of the veteran member in the UPD Oblation Esport roster because he has to be the guide when it comes to these players.
Yeah, that can be a very tricky position to be in given that Veer has been surrounded by 4 fairly new players to competitive League of Legends. So he's been given a role where he has to act as the sort of leader in this team, and that can really pressure a player when it comes to these decision-making situations, and I think it's shown in UPD's play.
And now you can see, now compare that to TUP. The roster itself looks pretty, I am still seeing
Pretty
one of
solid.
the veterans. I mean, pretty solid. Acidia, Bam, Navi. They have experience all throughout. They made their name known, especially Acidia, who has been the highlighted player during his LCL run in the previous split. But now is the time that they can change everything. This is the LVL. So, right now, TUP's chance for revenge.
Yeah, and right now, looking at how this early game will be panning out for both teams, just playing fairly standard. I mean, looking at the matchups across the board, bot lane is very interesting because we have 2 very, very effective hyper carries. Vayne and Jinx scale very well into that late game, and whoever gets their items quicker between the 2 of these champions will possibly give the edge to their team because it's an arms race down in bot lane. Whoever gets their Infinity Edge, their possible static shifts first, is just going to deal more damage and possibly help them win more fights.
And when it comes to a Vayne and a Jinx, both have their pros and cons. So what can you differentiate from a Vayne and a Jinx? What's better in the latest of the late game?
I think Jinx has superior range, but Vayne has better
dual potential or something? Or
well, Vayne shred tanks faster.
Yes, Vayne is a tank shredder. Those silver bolts dealing true damage. I mean, that's a pain in the butt. So that's something that, okay, TUP, they have a tank shredder. But when it comes from UPD, I think the Jinx would work better in this type of lineup.
Yeah, because she does have a lot of tools to send herself up. But
awkward spot here. That's going to be a knock from Za. Forcing on a flash from Alto. Very low in health. Will they ignite there? But the last hit gives the first blood to Navi.
Yeah, great wraparound there by the Jarvan. Able to flank around and no exhaust coming from Alto means his life will end for now. He will respond. So great gank as well. So first blood secured. And onto the Vayne even, like I mentioned, it's an arms race down in bot lane and more gold in your pocket means I can get my damage items faster.
And this is what you've been talking about, Chase. I mean, whoever gets their items fast or first, well, they're both the same thing, would actually win when it comes to team fights. And now TUP taking away the first blood. This is a warning signal for UPD. If they do not try and be more careful next time, I think it's going to be a landslide from here.
I wonder how will this turn out. It's fairly early into the game. It's just 5 minutes, so you really can't tell yet. But advantages are very clear. We already see TUP gonna try and dictate the way this bot lane goes.
And so far, for TUP, they really know how to prioritize their lanes, especially let's get this Vayne snowballing already so that we have an easy time when it comes to the late game. because Vayne scales well to the late game, same with the Jinx. But as you said, superior range. Does that range matter when you're talking about a Jarvan, a Gnar, and a Zir? I don't think the fact that the Vayne, rather the Jinx, has superior range can really be a good point here. But what can you say, Chico? What can you say about this Jinx that can be a better pick against this Vayne?
I mean, if you look at it this way, where both of them have full items and fairly even teams, it all comes down to execution ultimately. Whoever positions better in. Speaking of positioning, Chai's positioning bot lane.
Great pressure coming from TUP Za. Now here comes Veer for the respawn. His flash is now up, and that's going to be the Permafrost doing the work. Looks like that's going to be a win in the books, maybe. I'm not sure yet. And Yo-chan will make it sure by taking down Miko.
That is a good job by UPD, giving the kill to the Jinx. So now, the arms race, they're slowly catching up and great counter gank as well. Counter ganks can be very, very disastrous for your team if the enemy team reads your gank well. So Veer showing his experience as a jungler right there at the right place at the right time. Very well played.
And after that, they immediately go towards the blue side of TUP, placing that deep ward. So great job for UPD already taking the opportunity, and they seize it. They see that the jungler's not there. Let's put some deep wards in to try and predict the rotations from Za.
Yeah, and one of my philosophies when playing League of Legends, man, wards save lives. The more information you have on the enemy team, the more data you can work with and possibly, you know, just know how the game will go.
And that's important when it comes to a Jarvan who is unpredictable in its ganks, because when you're talking about a Jarvan, you can say that Jarvan can go over walls too, but that would be some of an understatement because we know that famous combo here. Look at that! To the wall, Asidia will be dueling. No, not very low on health. He will be forced to back up. And now we are seeing pings from UPD. They know that Za is there.
That's very aggressive by Asidia, going for the all-in instantly, and Nona need to be very careful because UPD are
Za does not see it, two members, but he immediately responds by going over that wall. Maybe giving up his red buff. Yes, he will be giving up his red buff. That's going to be Veer having the level 6 advantage over Za.
Not yet though.
Not yet though, but the fact that Veer took away the red buff would be, I would say, the result of it.
Yeah, but with that being said, of course, Za would rather give up his red buff rather than his life. So smart decision there, not going over aggressive. Even though his teammates could have collapsed to that, he did the wise choice and just backed off.
And this is very interesting because we're seeing two hyper carries here. A Jinx and a Vayne. This members of the team, I gotta say, Yo-chan and Navi, they will be the star when it comes to the late game. They will be having the spotlight. So let's hope that these two members of the team, of their respective team, do not get picked up, because one powerhouse gone, that's going to be a bad news for either teams.
I mean, any member gone from your team will be bad news because numbers advantages, especially when it comes to late game teammates, can be
Here comes
Asidia's in trouble.
Mini form here, gets the Glacier Prison, great response from Veer, and playing his cards right. That's going to be a kill for Veer. Further slowing down Asidia's pace on this on this Gnar, but in the mid lane, that's going to be TUP answering the gank from top lane to the mid lane. But right now the bot lane, things are heating up here. Looks like that's going to be just it, but they're still testing each other out. And I just love the fact that the Shen support being so defensive can just do that. Now the Unbreakable is on cooldown. They notice, they go in. Navi going for Yo-chan, and he gets what a crit! That crit, what a crit it is coming in from Navi.
The gods are in the favor of TUP at the moment. The crit,
just in the right time. He did not crit. That would have been Yo-chan surviving, but with that said, from the kill, from the bot lane, now to the mid lane, now first turret for TUP will be going towards them, whereas UPD, they will try their best to respawn.
I'd like to say that was very lucky for Navi, but also that's very unlucky for Yo-chan because that's 20% crit on the Zeal. It could have been It was a matter of life or death.
It was a matter of life, and that was the deciding moment. So let's get straight to the mid lane. Veer fiercely going in at the bat. Does not respect the Stan United, forcing a flat from Soulless, and Veer dives under the Shurima turret and forced to give his life. 2 members from UPD removed.
You gotta respect Shurima, man. They deal a lot of damage.
And you gotta respect.
He's the Emperor of Shurima.
That I would say, and you really have to respect the Shed.
You're just someone riding a bar. You really gotta respect the nobility, man.
Respect the nobility and the narcissism from Azir. I don't think that's the right term, but from that back in the mid lane, I would say is very unfortunate. Not respecting the damage from the turret. I mean, that is
also the Stand United.
And also the Stand
very,
United.
very important right there because that global pressure can really shut down a lot of the aggression you could do. Unfortunately, not enough damage to break through the shield, and man, TUP turns that around instantly.
And with that said, to summarize things so far, closing into the 12-minute mark, we are now having a kill score of 2-5. And the turret score is 2-1. Gold lead is now nearing its 2,000 mark, close enough, short by 100s, but now is still not anyone's game, but still a definitive moment for TUP because the fact that the static shiv has been completed for Navi. So they will be focusing on the pushing lanes
Oh, we're gonna say that!
rather than ganks, but Dream members invested Acidia makes it out alive.
That is naughty from Asedia. Gets out of a 3-man dive clean. But UPD will possibly take down this tower. I mean, it will die though, so it will be delayed a bit. I think they will secure it.
They will be securing the outer bot lane turret, so the turret score will be even. But right now, it looks like things could be bad for Nona. Gets knocked into the air, gets the taunt, and the dog. That still he will survive.
These top laners are just styling all around Summer. Man, we see Asedia escape a dive. We see Nona just repeat that, and that means UPD will pick up a Cloud Drake.
So with that said, from all the chaos happening in the top lane, they will be taking away the Cloud Drake, the first Drake of the game, opening up the next Drake, the Infernal Drake.
Cool kids. Infernal Drake are the cool kids.
Yep.
And I like to point out in this mid lane, right?
Yeah.
So we know Azir, he controls sand.
Uh-huh.
He's the Emperor of Shurima, whereas Talia, she can only toss rocks. So
Aren't-
maybe that's why Bam is leading the mid lane.
Aren't rocks more painful than sand?
No, but Azir is the superior controller of the earth.
What makes you say?
He's the Emperor of Shurima. He practically controls all of the sand in that area.
Yeah, but still,
Everything, even what Talia throws. Wouldn't the lore work that way?
I would say, I would have to agree with you on that, but still, who knows? Maybe Talia, a commoner, can overthrow the Emperor here when we are reaching towards the mid game.
Revolution?
Revolution or a coup, we don't know just yet. But seeing how the standings are for Solus is not looking good.
He's gonna have to muster up a very, very solid Revolution if he wants to overcome this. No, that doesn't have flash.
It's not the flash, gets light up from again, but right now mid lane seems the victory for Bam. Glacial Fissure for the 3-member knockup plus the slow zone. A disengage from the Braum will help his teammates survive. Alto and Yochan removed from the game so far, responding pretty soon, but the fact that kills are in favor of TUP is kind of a bad news. Oh, the Shock Blast, a bit too short. Almost hitting. But still Veer getting impatient, wants to get the kill. Still does not succeed.
Yeah, TUP, they're beginning to run away with
God.
this game. I mean, they're just constantly pushing the
Oh
towers.
boy, Meganar is about to expire. This could be the window of time. And no, no, Acidia will not happen. He will not wait it. And that being said, Nona gets back to the wall, does get taken down, but at the cost of Acidia's life.
No, Navi, he's in trouble. Shove.
Ooh, great shove coming from Solus, but sadly the shutdown goes to Alto. Bam, very low on health, forced to shift away. The passive will still reach him, but no follow-up.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not in range to pick up that kill. And just as I said, TUP beginning to run away with this. Some of their members, they overextended in UPD with a great punish right there, able to pick up a few of the kills for their own. Unfortunately, it did go to
Oh! Great snipe from Yochan with the rocket. That's going to be a kill in the belt, possibly extending the life of UPD in this game.
Yeah, Shurima down, man. That's what you say when Azir dies. Shurima down.
Shurima down so far, but that's not going to be the factor. They're still going to be diving in. Here comes a standing knife, but 4 members will be joining in the fight. Teleport incoming. No nice there, but at the wrong time, wrong place. What teleport was that? Navi takes him down. 3 members of UPD scattered in the mid lane. Things are looking bad. Looks like Asilia is nearing the yellow bar zone. He's in the yellow zone, but now the members of UPD are clumping up. Looks like Miko on the side, trying to go for the flag. Let's see, Yochan through the members. Gets the call. Where's the Meganar from? Not yet there. The timing's not yet there. Gets exhausted. He is in Meganar. The glacial feature is there. Navi doing the works here, but Sidia soaking up all the damage. Did not manage to not set up the fight. In the end, UPD gets the double kill for Fear.
Okay, questionable decisions from both teams.
Timing was not there.
Yeah, Nona, he teleported. Thought he was a tank for 1 second. He got taken up. Bam is in trouble.
Great call from Solus, and there is the Shurima drift. Plus
oh my god,
Bam! Oh wait! Triple kill perhaps! Fear will not. Oh my god! Bam with the Emperor plays! Triple kill!
That is why you do not mess with Shurima Vulcan right there. Matters into his own hands. 1v3?
Outsmarted, outplayed. That is in the textbooks here. I think we have a highlight.
That is why Shurima is superior. I don't know. Bam!
Bam with the great play. Speechless indeed. 3v1 using the power of the Emperor's Divide, zoning out 2 members, and the turret working in the favor for Bam. An easy 1v3. Won by Bam just by himself. Immediately boosting up his standings to 5-on-2 and
easy
money in the bag.
Easy, you say. Easy? Yeah. You said it was easy on TV.
Yeah. Checked out the replay, I would say, but I don't think we'll see it.
This was a very aggressive move, but unfortunately, Asedia did not have his ultimate yet, even though he's in Meganar. He doesn't have his ultimate, so UPD, they were able to turn this around.
Actually, he had his ultimate there, but he was just withered down.
He had it at the last second.
The last second.
The last second. Here we go.
Here it comes.
Do not mess with Shurima. Look at this. He zones 2 members
Look
away.
At that. The Emperor's Divide and the turret and the works. Yoja not having anything. And again, I gotta say, when you have 3 soldiers, you should not underestimate that.
That was insanely well played by TUP's mid laner. Back and forth, these teams go.
And the standing so far, 5-1-2 from that mid lane 3v1. The Infernal Drake is live. Looks like TUP will be eyeing the outer bot lane turn first. Perhaps they'll be moving towards Infernal after this. We won't know just yet, but the Baron will be live in 1 minute.
Yeah, but even with Baron spawning soon, I don't think TUP are interested yet. They have pressure now. They want to fight while UPD still hasn't hit their power spikes.
Okay.
Oh, they need to clear the wave.
Okay, let's see. Oh man, from the side, Bam is there. 5 members are on the scene. But 1 Shurima Drift plus the Divide can change everything.
I think TUP will make the wise decision right here and just head straight for the Infernal Drake. No risky plays needed. You don't want to risk a dive this early into the game that could possibly lead into a Baron if they lose. So they will pick up the Infernal Drake for their team. Wise decision making by TUP.
Great, I would say decision making indeed. I have to agree with you on that. But now the question is, what can UPD do after that devastating mid lane duel with the Emperor himself?
I mean, plays like that could really traumatize you, man. Just getting styled on very hard.
And this getting styled on stream in the LVL. That
That
is
could really
like,
tilt you.
that would really
Mental fortitude is now
mental.
important.
Yes, I would say that's gonna really hit you hard. And let's see, UPD still, they have an experienced player. Fear is there to guide his players, and they still have not yet taken the Baron. Their chances are still there.
You do know what you can do if you get style layer. Just sit down. I mean, they are sitting down, they're playing, but you pause for a second, you channel your Quan, and you say, be cool. Tell yourself, be cool.
That's how you should always have that mentality entering a semi-pro league like the LVL. And when it comes to mentality, that's like best of 5 is there, best of 3. Calm down, rethink. Don't let it get the best of you because you have Yo-chan on that Jinx. You have the Jace, which is 0-3.
You want to expound on that, Muken?
You do it for me.
Okay, so we know that Jace is a very snowbally champion, right? And if he falls behind, it's going to be very difficult for him to stay relevant throughout the late game, especially against the Vayne and the Azir. So it's going to take a long time for Nona to begin being relevant again in this game.
But still, Solus has that wave clear from that Talea. And I think this is something they can use as a tool. See, they have the wave clear, so they can delay it, maybe help Nona become relevant throughout the lake. And he is going to pick up the Black Cleaver. So can maybe complement Yo-chan with the armor shred. So let's see. Things are not yet done for UPD just yet.
Yeah, but this is what TUP excels at. We know they can exert pressure with...
Looks like the Emperor will be caught there. There's the Divine. He will not step on the trap. And no, he does still step on it. Shifting Sands will not be his saving grace. Shut down.
Look at the Baron.
Ooh, baby. The Baron is being taken by TUP. And that rocket is a signal for them to back off. That is unfortunate. Bam was supposed to buy time, but he does get picked off.
Questionable decision there. If Azir accompanied his team to the Baron, they would have taken that down even quicker. They have Azir and Vayne. If you grouped up and went for the Baron, that would go down so fast. Unfortunately, Bam flashed too early, which allowed Veer to land the key skill shot that needs to land to lock down the Azir. And with the most fed member on TUP down, that's a window for UPD to run around the map with no fear at all.
And you're talking about this Vayne, who has the static shift, has the Infinity Edge. And that's going to become them connecting. Final hour has been.
And in a bit of trouble.
And he's not in a big trouble. He's not feared. He is making room for the Shen to come and Spirit's Refuge is there to deny some damage. Oh, there's the Solari for the shield. Oh, Fear will try and survive, and Nico will be the sacrifice. Looks like Navi made the cruise. Oh, God. A big mistake from TUP.
Oh, this is messy.
This is messy. 2 members, 3 members there. Here comes the teleport. Can they make it out alive? Oh man, this is just pure fiesta, because when it comes to from TUP, they didn't need to do that. I don't know what were they thinking, but still, this is one of the moments that UPD can use. This is good for UPD. They can try and use a 3-for-1 trade. It's okay. They can still try and make things work.
Yeah, TUP, they're showing the chinks in their armor at the moment. They're beginning to make rather questionable decisions, and UPD are punishing them for it. Man, if TUP keeps at this, it'll be the window for UPD to bounce back. Yo-chan already completed his core items, the items that Jinx needs to be relevant. Infinity Edge, Yuna Circuit, so much AoE, especially if she is in rocket form. TUP have to respect that.
And when when the static shift is gonna be the next item, if it is gonna be the next item, that's gonna be more damage and more crit, and not to mention pushing power.
Yeah, definitely right there. And now Baron is up. I think UPD are first to set down Vision here. They know the importance of this big purple worm. That is the biggest objective on the map right now.
And they have to try and pick anyone off. Any member would do as long as they have the numbers advantage.
Yeah, I mean, this is very crucial. This might be the turning point of the game. Both teams posturing up. Right now, though, it is UPD with the priority. They're pushing down mid lane.
Mid
Ooh, the calm before the storm, man.
This is tense. I mean, the Baron is live.
I just can't wait for the fight to erupt. I mean, you see them there. They both see each other. They're both in range to go for an engage.
Could be picked up here. That's going to be the work gate. Oh, the acceleration gate doing the work for the speed boost, but still, that's going to be a...
Very tense.
Oh, God. That is rather questionable. So,
oh, my God. They're just tossing warning shots. Back off, dude. I don't want you. Get out.
Well, yeah, you
get off me.
Get off my back. And still, this is what happens when the Baron is live.
It's the Baron dance.
It's the Baron dance. And things are looking pretty intense for TUP. If they manage to take... Actually, if UPD takes away the Baron and gets a solid ace, they can just run it down mid. They have a jinx.
Yeah, and speaking of objectives... What? No, not you!
Nona, you cheeky boy, gets the Ocean Drake, and that's gonna be Sa forcing out his flash. So the Ocean Drake has been stolen.
Okay, so is Nona really good at stealing, or is Ja just not using a smite?
Za wasn't there. He was in the Baron pit.
Oh. So Nona is really good at stealing objectives.
So I would say so. We did see that in the first game, but now, let's say the Ocean Drake, yes, has been taken away, but for TUP, I don't think they should falter just yet. As long as the character does not fall into the wrong hands and onto the winning side or the losing side, this is a very important objective.
Which hands would you say are wrong in this case, though?
No one's wrong. Everyone's right.
Okay, so
depends on your side. There's no good or evil.
Yeah, but still, Nona is looming. I think TUP has to be more concerned of Nona stealing the Baron compared to Veer smiting it away, because that's what Nona has been doing.
Okay, Nico is just there trying to apply some pressure and vision control. Okay, teleport is up for Asidia.
This game is so tense.
So he does have the luxury to push bot lane.
Yeah, the Baron dance. We're beginning to see the slow part of the dance. Both teams just pushing waves, trying to set them up so that when somebody tries to go for defense, they can possibly move towards the Baron area and then try and force a fight possibly, because UPD, they have a lot of ways to engage. If you get caught out by a Brahmin to Giovanni, you're stunned forever. There's no getting away from that.
And that's something you have to avoid. And we don't see Navi picking up the QSS. I don't think he needs it that much. He can just be in the fight at the last time. Then he won't have a need for a QSS.
I think he will possibly opt for that. It is the safer option, and I think it's going to be very effective if he does pick it up. And Asidia, Birdie Star
goes on to Nona, gets the last proc, and that's going to be Asidia with the Frozen Mallet Pass. That's going to be the slow. Nona flashes away, and he gets picked off. This is the moment. This is huge. That's going to be 42 seconds on the death timer. Now we are seeing 3 members in the top lane pressuring, and still we are seeing Asidia healthy, remaining in the bot lane. Pressure right now for UPD with only 4 members left to fend off the incoming wave. Batman is there with a shifting stance, makes it out alive. So all the lanes are being pressured by TUP, and that is going to the bot lane, not protected by UPD. That is a free turret.
Difficult choices right now for UPD. Where do we defend? Do we force a fight? But it is still a 4v5 on the map. They will bleed out here though. They gave up their bot lane inhibitor turret. Will Asidia get out?
He does get out, but still the pressure is on the top lane. But now Nona is alive. He just came back from the fountain. So let's see here.
Okay. I see a fight looming, Volkan.
I can see it too. I can sense it right now. But Asidia,
just being so naughty at the
he just wants to keep pressuring, because at this point, UPD can just only respawn. This is the bad spot you don't want to be in when it comes to the last game of the match. Being pressured, this is pure macro in the works right now for UP. Okay, they're gonna pull the trigger here. Ledger Fissure knocks up Nico, but still, Asidia has the ultimate, goes on to Asidia, kills and pounds it to the floor, to the ground. Nona will not survive. Again. He dies again. That's the 2nd time.
That is tough luck for UPD. Unfortunately, Asidia, another 1v1, and they're just toying with UPD realistically at the moment. They're pressuring so well, staying enough out of range so that UPD can't defend it.
Okay, Mika goes in with a ton. Navi will be forced to back up and leaving behind Miko. That was in the turret range and the members were not ready. And this is what I was talking about. Acidia, the players that all the players were watching out for during the LCL, he just solo killed Nola twice in a row in the same lane, pressuring. But now things are looking pretty heated up here. Inhibitor is down with the bot and the mid destroyed. This can potentially open up for the Baron for TUP if the minions are pushing in their favor.
The pressure being exerted by TUP. They're trying to choke out
God.
UPD, but will we see an engage?
Oh no, Zach! Okay, close call from the seismic shove.
Oh, Veer.
Clear with a very aggressive engage. Bam forced to teleport away. This is the great place! This is the terrain where Bam can flourish. Look at the beautiful play. The lockdown from the Emperor's Divide. That is the choke point that Bam needed, and that is the ace. TUP again with the plays.
You do not mess with Shurima. You do not mess with TUP. They're gonna knock down the third inhibitor, and this might be the end of the game. 30-second death timer. There is nobody from Ablation Esports to defend.
That was a trap, and UPD just walked straight into it. And with that said, Bam, knowing, repositions himself and just pins them to the wall. Was a free kill. But with that said, TUP, the strongest team, the strongest school, entering the LVL, the first ever LVL. Their names will be known as the strongest team and being the first seed.
Yeah, after watching that series, I think TUP really solidifies himself as the best team in the LVL at the moment. I wonder who can possibly rise up and challenge them. I mean, they just look really good.
But from that game, I would say Bam, he made a play in the mid lane, the 3v1. And again, on the blue side, every member of UPD, they knew, they know what to do. They have to kill Bam as fast as possible. But what happened there? Stan United was there to delay it, and that bought him enough time to set up for that beautiful trap.
Yeah, you want to bet that Bam dealt the most damage.
Let's go for it. There.
Pretty clear.
Pretty clear indeed, with Bam dealing the most damage in this game. But damage can be dealt all throughout the game, but still, how he dealt the damage.
How he executed.
How he executed.
Exactly.
That is something you need to watch. And I think this is one of the impressive matches I've seen so far.
Definitely.
Especially from TUP. And now, let's check the standings. Without a doubt.
Tough luck for UPD.
Tough luck for Oblation Esports. Now their rank has fell to dead last. 7th place in the LVL, but TUP has risen up and shown us that they have what it takes to be one of the candidates, the potential champions of the first LVL.
Yeah, very solid team right there. Really, really well played series by them, and they will be holding on to the top spot for now, so must feel good for them.
Must feel good indeed. I mean, they just came back from a break and wiping the floor just like that with great, pretty good fancy plays there, but still, great play. And with that being said, we'll be having a short break, moving on to match 3. We have been the Shoutcasters. My name is Vulcan, and with me is Chisto. See you after the short break for the upcoming match, UST versus MCL.
Kills for their own. Unfortunately, it did go to
the Raptor. They're still going to be diving in. Here comes the standing 9 of 4 members who will be joining in the fight. Teleport incoming. No noise there, but at the wrong time, wrong place. What teleport was that? Navi takes him down. 3 members of UPD scattered in the mid lane. Things are looking bad. Looks like Acidia is nearing the yellow bar zone.
Not there. Yeah, known that he teleported. Thought he was attacked for 1 second. He got taken. Bam is in trouble.
Great call from Solus, and there is the Shuri Madrid. Plus
oh my god, Bam!
Wait! Triple kill perhaps. Fear will not. Oh my god! Bam with the Emperor play from the seismic shove.
Oh, Veer.
Clear with a very aggressive engage. Bam forced to teleport away. This is the great place. This is the terrain where Bam can flourish. Look at the beautiful play. The lockdown from the Emperor's Defy. That is the choke point that BAM needed, and that is the ace. TUP again with the plays.
You do not mess with Garena. You do not mess with TUP. They're gonna knock down the third inhibitor, and this might be the end of the game. 30 seconds death timer. There's nobody from the PlayStation Esports to defend.
That was a trap, and UPD just walked straight into it. And with that said, BAM knowing repositions himself and just pins them to the wall was a free kill. But with that said,
Not enough Garena shells to buy the latest League of Legends skin? On sale now? Get shells anytime, anywhere with your Globe or Touch mobile number. Go to gamer.com.ph and sign up with your mobile number and enter the verification code you will receive via SMS. Log in and choose the game and pin you want. Check out to purchase the pin with your load or through your postpaid account and receive the pin on your phone instantly. Never miss a sale on your favorite League of Legends skins and champions with Gamer.